Today in this session, we'll discuss about the quicksort technique. Quicksort is also follows the divide and conquer methodology. Initially, we have to take n elements array. If array only contains one element, then return it. If it is only one element, then the element itself it is in sorted order. There is no need of quicksort. Else, that means it contains more than one element. Then you have to pick one element. The element we can call it as pivot element, and then partition elements into two subarrays so that the elements are less than or equal to pivot on one side, elements which are greater than pivot are on other side, so that we'll get two subarrays finally after this technique. Okay, so that the pivot element is at the correct position. uh, by considering pivot, the left part of a pivot you have to consider it as a first subarray. The right part of pivot element you have to take it as second subarray. Again, you have to apply this quicksort technique on those two subarrays. And finally, we'll get a original array with sorted elements. So before discussing the quicksort programming part, we'll see the example so that you can better understand the logic of the quicksort. So given a pivot, partition the elements of the array such that the resulting array consists of one subarray that contains the elements greater than pivot, another subarray which contains the elements less than pivot. That's what we discussed earlier. So that we'll get two subarrays by placing the pivot at the proper position. That the subarrays are stored in the original data array, and then partitioning loops through and swapping elements below and above pivot. We have to perform all these operations. Now we'll take this example. Array, now this one consists of 9 elements, and I'm considering here the first element as a pivot element. So 14, now it acts as a pivot element. So 20, the next element, we're calling it as too big index. The last element is too small index. Now I observe this algorithm carefully. While data of too big index less than data of pivot. What is too big index here? 20. Data of too big index is what? 20. With 20 less than data of pivot. What is the value of data of pivot? 40. 20 less than or equal to 40. Condition true. So now you have to increment too big index. Now, too big index is at position 10 element. Again, it is in while loop, right? So data of too big index, that is what, 10 less than 40. Again, condition true. Now the too big index moves forward to the index 3, that is what, 80. Still it is in while loop. Again, it compares data of too big index. Data of too big index, that is what, 80 less than 40. Condition false. Now the too big index, it starts at 80. That is what, at third index. So with that, the first while loop is over. Now in the second while loop, data of too small index, that is what, 100, greater than data of pivot, that is what, 40. 100 greater than 40, condition true. Now you have to decrement too small index, right? So minus minus, now the too small index is at index 7, that is what, is at 30. Still it is in while loop, again it compares the condition, checks the condition. Data of too small index, that is what here, 30 greater than 40. Condition false, right? Now with this, second while loop is also over. Once the two while loops are over, now it checks the condition using if. If two big index less than two small index, two big index is what? 3. Two small index is what? 7. 3 less than 7. You have to take index. You should not take the value, because here we are calling it as a two big index. It's not data of two big index. Data of two big index is what? 80. Two big index is 3. 3 less than 7. Condition true. Now you have to swap these two positions, right? So 30 comes at third location and 80 comes at seventh location. Now the swapping is over. Observe the change here. Observe this change, right? 80 is in third location previously. After swapping, 30 is in third index and 80 is in seventh index, right? Then observe the fourth step here. While two small index greater than two big index. What is two small index here? 7. 7 greater than 3. Condition true. Then you have to go to step 1. Again, you have to start the process. While data of two big index. What is the two big index here? 30. Right? 30 less than or equal to 40. Condition true. If it is true, you have to move forward. Right? Now, two big index is at fourth location. Still it is in while loop, right? Data of two big index 60 less than or equal to 40. Condition false, right? So first while loop is over. Now the second while loop. Two small index, data of two small index. What is what? 80. 80 greater than 40. Condition true. Minus minus. Now two small index is at sixth location. Still it is in while loop. Data of two small index. That is what? 7. 7 greater than 40. Condition false. Right? So second step is over. Now third step. Two big index, 4 less than 6. Condition true. Then again you have to swap these two elements, 60 and 7. Now swapping is over. Now the fourth step, 4 less than, 6 greater than 4. Two small index is what here? 6. 6 greater than 4. Condition true. Go to step 1 again. Data of two big index, 7. 7 less than 40. Condition true. So plus. Now two big index is at 5. Again, 50 less than 40. Condition false. So two big index is at location 5. Now second step, data of two small index 60 greater than 40. Condition true. Move forward. Now two small index is at 5. Now two big index and two small index are at same location, but we are in the second while loop still. Okay. Data of two small index 50 greater than 40. Condition true. Okay, minus. Now small index is at location 4. Now again still it is in while loop, right? Data of two small index 7 greater than 40. Condition false. Right? Second while loop is over. Now in the third step, two big index less than two small index. What is the two big index here? 5. 5 less than 4? False. Condition false. Now fourth step. Two small